Mr. Moore's math class! Good afternoon, guys, and welcome to Mr. Moore's online flip classroom. And I'm super excited to be here today because we are going to learn all about how to factorize polynomials, but using the sum and difference of two cubes. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to grab a pen and you're going to need to write down these two formulas. That is, bang, the sum of two cubes. Let's check it out. Write it down. You know what I'm talking about. Excellent. Alright, hopefully you've got that down by now. Cool. And we're now going to look at the difference of two cubes. That is this. Once again, write it down. Fantastic. You're doing good. Cool. Alright guys, so before we go any further, we're actually going to have a look at the 4 simple steps you need to be able to follow in order to be able to use these formulas correctly. So let's check out a little bit of an explanation on how to do just this. Let's go.
So today we're having a look at how to factorize expressions using the sum and difference of two cubes. Now there's a couple of formulas that you need to know about. The first one being the sum of two cubes, or in other words, a cubed plus b cubed is equal to a plus b in brackets multiplied by a squared minus ab plus b squared in brackets. And the other one being the difference of two cubes, that is, if you've got a cubed minus b cubed, and that is equal to a minus b in brackets multiplied by a squared plus ab plus b squared. And then there is a difference of two cubes, which is a cubed minus b cubed, and that's equal to a minus b in brackets multiplied by a squared plus ab plus b squared. Now if you note here, the only difference between the two is that you've got the plus here and the minus, which will result in having a slightly different formula for each. Now there's a few steps that we need to know in order to be able to go through and do this, just like anything else that we've ever done in maths. Alright, so we've got step number 1, take out any common factors. Step number 2, write out brackets cubed plus brackets cubed, or brackets cubed minus brackets cubed, depending on what you've been given. Step number 3, determine your a and b values, that is, what needs to go into the brackets here, here, or here and here. And step number 4 is to substitute your a and b values into one of the appropriate formulas, that is either the sum of two cubes or the difference of two cubes, depending on what you've got.
Awesome guys, so I guess it is just as easy as remembering 4 simple steps. That is, 1, take out any common factors. 2, write out brackets cubed plus or minus brackets cubed. 3, figuring out your a and b values, that is what goes into the brackets. And 4, substituting in your a and b values into the appropriate formula. Alright guys, so let's now go through and have a look at a couple of worked examples on how to do just this. In particular, let's focus on the sum of two cubes. Let's go.
Alright, so in these worked examples it says factorize the following. Now, before we do any of that, what I've actually done is I've written out over here something that's really important to you, that is over the right hand side of the screen. Because you need to know your perfect cubes in order to be able to do this well. Alright, just like you need to know your perfect squares when square rooting and things like that. So, what I've gone through and done is I've written out 1 cubed is equal to 1, 2 cubed is equal to 8, 3 cubed is equal to 27, 4 cubed is 64, all the way down to 10 cubed. You're generally not going to get asked to know anything else beyond that off the top of your head. Alright, but it's really important that you know these verse 10. Now, the question, like I said, says factorize the following. So you've got a m cubed plus 3 cubed. Now the very first step is to look for any common factors. Well, are there any? No, there's not. So what we can do now is we can go ahead and just write the brackets cubed plus brackets cubed, because it's a plus one. So it's going to be the sum of two cubes. So we get brackets cubed plus brackets cubed. Now what's going to go in our brackets? Well, this one's pretty straightforward because m cubed will get us m cubed and 3 cubed will get us 3 cubed. Pretty easy for this one. Alright, so therefore this one here is our a value and this is our b value. Let's write out the formula now. So we have a cubed plus b cubed is equal to a plus b, a squared minus ab plus b squared. Go through and do that now by substituting in our a and our b value. So we get m cubed plus 3 cubed is equal to a being m, b being 3, so plus 3, a squared, so that's m squared minus a, well our a's m, times b, which is 3, plus b squared, which is 3 squared. Alright, going through and expanding the brackets now, so we get m plus 3, m squared minus 3m plus 9, because 3 squared is 9. Okay, so coming up to b now, we can see that this one's a little bit more difficult, so we need to look for common factors. Are there any? Well, no, there's not, because there's nothing between 8 and 125x cubed. So what we can do is we can go ahead and write out our two brackets. That is something cubed plus something cubed. Now, what cubed will get us 8? Well, that's going to be from over here. Oh, it's going to be 2. And what cubed will get us 125? Well, that's going to be 5. And what cubed will get us x cubed? Well, that's going to be x. So 5x cubed will get us 125x cubed. Excellent. Now what we can do is go through and write out our formula once again. So that is a cubed plus b cubed is equal to brackets a plus b, a squared minus ab plus b squared. Go through now and substitute in. So we've got 2 cubed plus 5x cubed is going to be, well, our a is 2 and our b is 5x, so plus 5x, multiplied by our a being 2 squared minus ab, so that is going to be 2 times 5x plus b squared, so that's plus 5x squared. Now I've written that in brackets because the squared needs to go to both the 5 and the x. So what I go through now and do is expand and simplify, so I go 2 plus 5x, bracket 2 squared is 4, minus 2 times 5x is 10x, plus 5x squared, well that's going to be 5 squared is 25, and x squared is x squared. Brackets like that. Coming down to this one now, we've got a cubed, b cubed plus 1. So are there any common factors? Well, there's no common factors between a cubed, b cubed plus 1. So what I do is I go ahead once again and I write out my brackets. So I got brackets cubed plus brackets cubed. Now what cubed gets us a cubed, b cubed? Well, a cubed will get us our a cubed part, and b cubed will get us our b cubed part. So we've got ab cubed plus what cube gets us 1? Well, it's going to be 1, isn't it? So what we go ahead and do now is once again write the formula. So we go a cubed plus b cubed is equal to a plus b, a squared minus ab plus b squared. Go through and substitute now. So you've got our a is our ab, so we've got ab cubed plus our b being 1 cubed is equal to, so once again our a is ab, our b is 1, a squared, so that's going to be ab squared. Remember, if you're squaring something, just write in brackets to start off with, minus our a being ab, and our b being 1, plus b squared being 1 squared. Simplifying that now, we've got ab plus 1, bracket a squared b squared, minus ab, because ab times 1 is ab, plus 1. Coming up to the last worked example now, we've got 2 bracket x plus 3 cubed plus 2000. Now, it's saying factorise something, and remember, if you've already got brackets, then what you need to do is convert whatever's in the brackets into a smiley face. So we're going to write this out as it being equal to 2 bracket smiley face cubed plus 2000. Once we've let x plus 3 equal smiley face. Alright? So now once we've done that, what we're going to look for is common factors. Now, are there any common factors between this? Well, yes, there are. We can see that 2 goes into both of these. So we're going to take 2 as a common factor. So we've got 2 bracket smiley face cubed plus 1000. Alright, we're just going to come down the screen a little bit more so I can actually fit it all in. And we're going to go through and convert this into the bracket. So we're going to get equals 2, and we go bracket cubed plus bracket cubed, and we need to figure out what goes inside the brackets. Well, we've already got the smiley face, don't we? Now what we need to know is what goes in this one. Well, we found out before that 10 cubed gets us 1000, so it's going to be 10. Alright, going through now and writing out the formula. So we've got our a cubed plus b cubed is going to be equal to a plus b, a squared minus ab plus b squared. But we know that we've actually got a 2 out the front now, so what we're going to be able to say is if we multiply that by 2, then we're going to be able to put a 2 out the front here just like that. Alright, so let's go through and finish that off. So we've got 2 bracket, now inside our brackets here we've got smiley face cubed plus 10 cubed is equal to 2, our a being smiley face plus b being 10, a being smiley face again, squared, minus a being smiley face again, b being 10, plus 10 squared. So you can see there's a bit of work involved in this one. Now that's going to be equal to 2. Instead of writing smiley face, what we're going to do is we're going to sub back in x plus 3, so you're going to get x plus 3 plus 10, x plus 3 squared, minus x plus 3 times 10 plus 10 squared is 100. Going through and expanding brackets and simplifying now, we get 2 bracket x plus 3 plus 10 is going to be x plus 13. X plus 3 squared, well that's going to be x squared plus 6x plus 9. Now if you're not sure on that, let's just have a look over here. If we got x plus 3 squared, we're going to have x plus 3 times x plus 3, which is going to get us x squared plus 3x plus 3x plus 9, which will be x squared plus 6x plus 9. So the x plus 3 squared is x squared plus 6x plus 9. Remember not to forget the 6x because that's what a number of people do make the mistake. Now I've got minus 10 times x plus 3, so it's going to be minus 10x minus 30 plus 100. Going through and collecting all like terms now, so you've got 2 bracket x plus 13 is equal to x squared. Is there any other x squareds? No, there's not. Plus 6x minus 10x, alright, well that's going to be 6x minus 10x is negative 4x, plus 9 minus 30 is negative 21, plus 100 is equal to 79. And there you go, that's how you factorise part D, being 2 bracket x plus 3 cubed plus 2000.